Hello, I'm Dr. Olivia Thompson, and today I'm going to reveal something that could completely change your brain health. Did you know that some of the fruits we consume daily might be silently protecting or damaging your brain? That's right. What you put on your plate every day has a direct impact on your memory, concentration, and even the prevention of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. And here's the most surprising part. Some fruits considered super healthy might actually be accelerating cognitive decline after 60, while others have the power to strengthen neural connections and block Alzheimer's mechanisms. Want to discover which ones? Keep watching. If you're over 60 or have a loved one in this life stage, you've probably noticed small memory lapses, difficulty remembering names, or a feeling of brain fog that just won't go away. Know that you're not alone. These are important signals your brain is sending, desperately asking for specific nutrients that many of us simply don't consume enough of. But before revealing which fruits protect and which should be avoided, let's understand what really happens in your brain after 60. Our brain faces three major threats at this stage: chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and the accumulation of toxic proteins like beta amyloid. These proteins form plaques that interrupt communication between neurons, functioning as a kind of mental rust that accumulates over time. Can you imagine your neurons trying to communicate through this rust? No wonder memory begins to fail. Here's the fascinating part. Certain fruits contain bioactive compounds called flavonoids and anthocyanins that can cross the blood-brain barrier, a highly selective security gate that protects the brain. These compounds not only fight inflammation, but also stimulate the production of BDNF, a protein that works as fertilizer for new neurons. We're literally talking about substances that can rejuvenate your brain. Meanwhile, fruits with a high glycemic index cause insulin spikes which, when repeated daily, can increase brain inflammation and impair the production of acetylcholine, a crucial neurotransmitter for memory. It's as if we're inadvertently adding fuel to the fire of brain inflammation every time we make seemingly healthy food choices. Let me share a case I'll never forget from my clinical practice. Maria, a retired teacher of 67, came to my office complaining of increasingly frequent memory lapses. She would forget where she had placed objects, lose her train of thought mid-sentence, and was beginning to avoid social gatherings for fear of not recognizing familiar people. A distressing situation that perhaps you or someone close to you has already experienced. When analyzing her diet, I discovered that Maria consumed a large glass of processed fruit juice daily, a ripe banana for breakfast, and often raisins as a snack. Although she thought she was making healthy choices, they're fruits after all. These specific options were causing blood sugar spikes and feeding brain inflammation. Are you making similar choices? Many of us are, without realizing the impact. After 3 months following a meal plan that replaced these options with the 6 protective fruits I'm about to reveal, Maria returned to my office with a memory journal showing significant improvements. Not only do I remember where I put things, but I also feel more alert and confident in conversation, she reported emotionally. And all this without medications, just with intelligent changes in diet. Now, let's get to what really matters. What are the 6 fruits with superpowers to protect your brain? The first is blueberries. They contain the highest concentration of anthocyanins, compounds that protect neurons against oxidative stress and improve communication between brain cells. It's no wonder experts call them intelligence berries. Studies conducted by the University of Cincinnati show that just 1 serving daily can improve memory by 25% in older adults, an impressive result for such a simple intervention, don't you think? The second protective fruit is strawberries, rich in fisetin, a flavonoid that stimulates the formation of new connections between neurons and has demonstrated the ability to eliminate damaged brain cells. Think of strawberries as little brain cleaners, removing what no longer serves and making room for new neural connections. Did you know that this ability to form new connections is fundamental to keeping memory active, even at advanced ages? Our third ally is the pomegranate, an ancient fruit that contains potent antioxidants that reduce inflammation and the accumulation of toxic proteins in the brain. A study from the University of California in Los Angeles, UCLA, demonstrated that its juice can slow the progression of mild cognitive decline. Imagine being able to slow brain aging with something as delicious as a glass of natural pomegranate juice. The fourth brain protector might surprise you: avocado. Although technically a fruit, many don't consider it as such. Avocados provide healthy monounsaturated fats that improve cerebral blood flow and vitamin E, a powerful neuroprotector that combats oxidative stress. Your brain is composed of about 60% fat, so it needs good fats to function properly. Have you been including avocado in your meals? If not, you're missing a golden opportunity to nourish your brain. Our fifth protective fruit is cherries. They contain anthocyanins and natural melatonin, which help regulate sleep, a crucial factor for the nightly brain cleaning that removes toxins accumulated during the day. Did you know that during deep sleep, your brain activates the glymphatic system, responsible for eliminating toxic proteins? It's like a cleaning system that only works when you're deeply asleep, and cherries can help optimize this process. And finally, completing our team of brain protectors, we have blackberries, rich in anthocyanins and resveratrol, compounds that activate sirtuin, proteins associated with cellular longevity and neural protection. These small dark fruits are true nutrient bombs that combat cellular aging in the brain. Is the pattern becoming clear? Fruits with purple, blue, and dark red coloration tend to be the most powerful for brain health. Now let's talk about the other side of the coin. Fruits that, surprisingly, should be limited after 60. First, very ripe bananas. Although practical and nutritious, when they have many dark spots on the peel, their sugar content increases significantly, potentially causing glycemic spikes that, over time, contribute to brain inflammation. You can opt for less ripe bananas or consume them with a source of protein or good fat to reduce their impact on blood sugar. Raisins, despite seeming like a healthy option, concentrate sugars and have lost much of the fiber present in fresh grapes. A small portion of raisins can contain as much sugar as a chocolate bar. Surprising, isn't it? If you love raisins, consider consuming them in very small quantities and always accompanied by nuts or seeds. Mangoes and watermelons, especially when consumed alone and in large quantities, have a high glycemic index. This doesn't mean they're bad. On the contrary, they're rich in nutrients. But for brain health after 60, it's prudent to consume them in moderation and always combined with proteins or good fats to balance their effect on blood sugar. Do you have the habit of eating fruit alone as a snack? Maybe it's time to rethink that strategy. And last but not least, processed fruit juices. These products have usually lost the fibers of the original fruits and often contain added sugars. A single glass may contain more sugar than a can of soda. The impact of these juices on your brain can be devastating over time. Are you still consuming processed juices believing they're healthy? It's important to emphasize, it's not necessary to completely eliminate these fruits from your diet, but to consume them in moderation and preferably alongside proteins or good fats, which help diminish their glycemic impact. It's all a matter of balance and making smarter choices for your brain. The transformation you can expect by implementing these changes is truly remarkable. When my patients follow this neuroprotective fruit protocol for at least 8 weeks, they report sharper memory for names and recent facts, greater mental clarity and concentration capacity, improved mood and reduced anxiety, more energy and disposition throughout the day, and fewer of those moments of confusion that can be so frustrating. Carlos, a 72-year-old engineer, summed it up well after following these recommendations for just 2 months. It's as if someone had cleaned the foggy glasses through which I was seeing the world. Isn't that a powerful description? Can you imagine what it would be like to recover that mental clarity? And what does science show us about all this? Based on research from Harvard University and the National Institute on Aging, we know that diet can be more powerful than genetics in preventing Alzheimer. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Neuroscience showed that people who regularly consumed fruits rich in flavonoids had 48% less risk of developing dementia over 20 years, almost half the risk reduced just with intelligent food choices. The difference between choosing the right or wrong fruit can literally save your brain. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Even if you're already experiencing small memory lapses, implementing these changes now can make a significant difference in the coming months and years. Start today by incorporating at least 2 of these protective fruits into your daily diet. Your 80 and 90-year-old brain will thank you for the choices you make now, 60, 70, or whatever age you happen to be watching this video. If you found this information useful, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone who could benefit from these tips. Brain health is a topic that affects all of us, sooner or later. And remember, small changes implemented consistently can bring extraordinary results. Leave in the comments which of these protective fruits you already consume regularly and which ones you'll add to your diet from today. Your experience might inspire others to take better care of their brains too. I'm Dr. Olivia Thompson, always committed to your brain health. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, hit the bell to be notified about new videos, and until our next meeting, your brain deserves this care.